Good afternoon, NFL fans and Philadelphia Eagles fans, to week 10 of the 2018 football season, where this week is Dallas week here in Philadelphia. Our 4-4 Birds are going to take on the 3-5 Dallas Cowboys in what is considered a must-win for both sides in order to stay relevant in the NFC East and still have hope for a playoff run later in the season. So yes, as you do notice, there is a location change now. Instead of North Broad Street at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, coming down here to the link, I'm going to change my spot for when I'm going to do these Eagles fans, where I'm going to do them. Because I love being down here. Just even going to the pro shop, going in and looking at some of the statues that they have, the Philly special one and all the different helmets, and looking at the different history. It's just a great place to be, especially on Dallas week. I still will be doing videos for people on my channel on North Broad Street, but it's going to be different things. So just stay tuned, and I'll let you know. I'll just show you. But on the football, this is the best. This is the best time of the season, I think, where you get to see what a team has been first half of the season. Now, there's been a lot of dominant teams out there. New Orleans has been dominant. The Rams have been dominant. The Patriots and the Chiefs. And they look like the favorites to be playing against each other in the championship game. I get it. But there's always that one or two team underdogs that look at where they were in the middle of the season and decide to make changes. No matter if it's different coaching strategies or different players, or flat out they just got healthy. And a team sometimes gets hot at the right time and goes on a run. Now this time last year, our Eagles have had a lot of wins in the win column, and they're already out in front in the NFC East, and we look to just continue to be dominant. Where this year, the story has changed a little bit, where we've had a lot of close games. Actually, every game has been a close game. We could have lost nearly all the games, and we could have won most of them. The reality is right now that we're 4-4 and looking up at the Washington Redskins at 5-3. Dallas has been very odd. I mean, they absolutely blew out Jacksonville, but then they come back and after a bye week and play pretty flat against Tennessee. Played a close game against Washington, but they found themselves sitting at 3-5. And this game is a pretty big crossroads for both teams, because the Eagles decide to find a way to lose this game. Puts us in third place in the NFC East, which is going to be pretty significantly hard to climb out of. But at the same time, with Washington having the injuries that they have and playing not as tough a schedule as us for the second half, but still, it's not going to be easy. With the Eagles win, we can go to 5-4 and potentially be in a tie for the lead at the end of the day. That's a good thing. Dallas, once again, Dallas could go 4-5 and be second place in the NFC East, or their season could be pretty much over at 3-6, and with a loss against the Eagles and Washington. Now Dallas went out and made a move and traded a first-round draft pick for Amari Cooper from the Raiders, which some people had their thoughts on, and to be honest, it didn't look like that great of a move. Jerry Jones could say otherwise. But if you look at it with Beasley and Cooper having Zeke in the back, and as much as they do believe in Dak, they believe that that's a piece that they could use to balance the offense out, to be a passing threat as well, and then to make some noise. More power to you. Now, me as an Eagles fan, I actually love the decisions that Dallas has been making, because I hope it makes them mediocre at best for the next 10 years. That's what I really do hope. I never hope for injury, which I have to talk about in a sec. But I do hope that they continue with vanilla play calling, very predictable, and have the same results that they've had in the last couple seasons, which is to not be relevant in the playoffs and then to go home at 8-8 or worse at best. That's just being honest. Now, Sean Lee being out injury-wise, I don't root for injuries. Let's just be clear about that. But Sean Lee being out, middle linebacker, is pretty huge. As he goes, their defense goes. And I've seen in the past, as Sean Lee is out of the lineup, their entire defense loses their identity. And I like that aspect. I like the aspect that our offense can have a leg up on a team. Not because of injury, but just sheer, this is the people that play. We have our own injuries to deal with, and I thought we're going to be a whole lot healthier with Lane Johnson potentially going to miss a month. It looks like he's going to play on Sunday night. It looked like we were going to get Darren Sproles back, and the reason why we let DeAndre Carter go, and then Tennessee picked him up right away, because Darren Sproles was going to be healthy. Well, I just found out he retweaked, I think, his hamstring, and he might not be playing. But then the addition of Golden Tate. Golden Tate actually torched Dallas a couple weeks ago, so I'm looking forward to that matchup and what he brings to our offense. And I also do wonder, are we going to put him back on kick and punt returns? Because losing Carter, that was our guy. That kind of reminded me of a Josh Huff. Our defense has struggled. And word is that Tim Jernigan is practicing again. And we need him at defensive tackle because that's a place that we've struggled. We've struggled getting pressure on the quarterback this year. And against a pretty mobile quarterback in Dak Prescott, we can't allow for him to have a lot of time back there to pass to his new weapon. We have to rattle him in order to make mistakes. We have to get at him with blitzes or whatever we need to do. Because as we've seen, we play off coverage pretty bad and then get beat on double moves on a regular basis. And we can't be in that space if we intend on not just squeaking by for a win, but we have to start becoming dominant and keeping our foot on the gas and to bury the Dallas Cowboys and their season on Sunday night. Whew! I gotta keep calm as much as possible, as you guys know, but this is a huge week. This is a week that defines the direction that the rest of our season's gonna go. And we're here to fight. We're here to go on a run, and we're not favored this year. When you talk about all the teams that are out there and they're gonna make the run, right now, they're counting us out again, and maybe that's something that we need to be, is the underdog again. So we can block out all the noise and stop relying on the things that we've done in the past. That's back there. What we need to do is focus. This second half of the season, we have 5 more divisional games. And then our non-divisional games are no walk in the park whatsoever. We have the Saints, I think, next week. We have the Rams, and we also have Houston, which we talked about. But now's the time where we can't sit there and just hawk on that, and we can't worry about those weeks that haven't come here yet. Right now, what's in focus is Dallas. Right now, what's in focus is beating the Dallas Cowboys and putting ourselves in a position to control our own destiny in the NFC East and put ourselves in the best possible place to compete in the playoffs and go on a run. And that's what I expect to do. And that's what I expect as a fan. I mean, we expect so much from our team, but as a fan, I'm going to be in section 241
I want to win
on Sunday night, yelling loud, as I always do, to support my team and to crush the Dallas Cowboys. So you know how I roll, right? And nothing's gonna change. I don't care if I'm down here at the link in the middle of the day, on North Broad Street at 4 o'clock in the morning, or in the middle of the Pacific Ocean on a nuclear-powered submarine. There's one thing that reigns true no matter where I stand. I bleed green. All over this place. And that's no different, and especially on Sunday night when we play the Dallas Cowboys. So let's do this. Let's get back in the driver's seat. Let's end somebody's season. And let's play with heart and passion, and let's make this stadium absolutely loud so the Dallas Cowboys can't hear themselves think. And let's start something. Let's start our journey. Let's start our roll. Let's start our streak through the playoffs like we did last year. Let's begin that on Sunday night. Go Birds and go Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Beat Dallas! Woo!